I'm here today with the newest addition to the men's ice hockey staff, Castan Sommer, the newest assistant coach. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. So we'll get right into the questions. So you're a couple months into your time at Quinnipiac now. How's it been so far?
It's been awesome. I think my wife actually said it best. She says it's a major family atmosphere, like not just at games, but at practices and just around the rink. Everyone's very friendly, very welcoming. From Lori to Joe, Rand, Justin, Mike, everybody, the Dans, Cam, everyone's been awesome, and it's been very welcoming.
So you recently returned to Holy Cross for the first time. What was that like, and what kind of emotions were you going through?
I mean, it was just really cool to see everybody, from the kids I recruited there to the staff that I worked with for a long time, and just from being a player there, the athletic trainers and strength and conditioning people. Like, it was just really nice to see them. As far as the game, like it was just another game, to be honest. Like I was happy that Holy Cross played well, but I was happier that we won the game. So it was just nice to see people that I hadn't seen in a few months, who I'd been seeing every day for 4 years and for another 4 years previously.
So how would you say the transition from Holy Cross to Quinnipiac has been for you?
It's been awesome. I mean, from a recruiting perspective, it's way different. I don't want to get too much into that, but like that's a huge part of the job, and it's been way different from a positive standpoint. And then just the day-to-day life, like we had some long days because we practiced late at Holy Cross because the way the class schedules are laid out, and whereas here I can get home a little earlier and be with the kids, and it just makes working for Rand awesome. Like he's very flexible with that, about being around your family and being a family guy. So I think that's the biggest change, and the thing that's been awesome for me and my family is just how often I've been able to be home on the day-to-day side of things.
Yeah, you talked about, how you played at Holy Cross. So you obviously have a good amount of room in your heart for Holy Cross. So what went into the decision to come to Quinnipiac?
It was really hard. I spent about a quarter of my life there, from playing and coaching. So it was really difficult. And honestly, Bill, the head coach at Holy Cross, he kind of recommended me to Rand in a way. And Bill's like, you have to do this. Like, as hard as it is to leave, it's a place that's gonna change your life. Like, it changed Bill's life. And it's talked to my wife, and we said, yeah, let's do it. But Bill at Holy Cross was definitely a big reason why he was here for 13 years, and he knows the ins and outs of this place. So that was probably the biggest influence on my decision. I'm grateful to him and to Rand, obviously, but to Bill as well.
Yeah, and did Bill give you any advice about coaching with Rand Pecknold?
I don't know. I think that Rand might have changed a little bit from when Bill was here 4 or 5 years ago. But no, not too much. I think Rand's a pretty straightforward guy. There's no gray areas there, and I think that makes it easy to work for him. Is it's pretty black and white. It's you're doing this and this, you're not doing this and not doing that, and I think it makes it pretty easy to work for him.
How does having the perspective of the player help you coach?
I think it's important. I don't think it's an end-all be-all. Like, you see some of the coaches in the NHL and other high levels, whether it's college, whether it's goalies that are head coaches and trying to coach players. Like, I don't think it's an end-all be-all. I think at times when you're doing video with players, you can empathize for a certain situation that they may be in on the ice, like kind of take in all the factors, the pace of the play, the type of pressure, how much time they have. I think you can maybe empathize with that a little bit because you've been in their shoes. But now I'm 9 years out of playing, and the game has changed a little bit. So it's not perfect. So I think that you can empathize a little bit better. But overall, like, I don't think it's a huge difference.
So this Monday, Rand went on Morning Cup of Hockey podcast, and he actually said that your dad played a role in Graham Sword coming to Quinnipiac.
He did.
Did you know about that as it was happening? What did you know about that?
It's honestly just a crazy scenario. Like, we had a D spot open because one of our student athletes left in late July. And I had known about Graham from not just my dad coaching him in Wenatchee for a year, but also he was friends with guys on my team at Holy Cross. And I just asked him, like, hey, how's Swarto like in Wenatchee? How's he like playing for my dad? He's like, oh, he loves it. Like, he wishes that he could have gone to college. And that always just kind of stuck in my brain, that Graham wished he could have gone the NCAA route after major junior. And then when I saw the Bemidji State kid get accepted, I made a couple phone calls, and yeah, it happened really fast. It was like a 48-hour window where everything got done, and we got him to campus in time for classes. And yeah, it's just my dad definitely helped. I think he called Graham like 15 times over 2 days just to try and convince him to make the shift. But I'm happy more than anything. Like, I'm happy for the kids. Like, he missed the cutoff when the rule change happened by 3 months, and I'm really happy that he gets this opportunity to get an education and kind of reset his professional career as well. Like, I think it's only fair for them. It's in this day and age where kids are making a ton of money, like in NIL, I think it's only fair that these kids who are making chump change can get the opportunity to play at an amazing place like this and go to school as well.
So you mentioned your dad. Being a coach as well, how has he kind of influenced your career path?
I mean, I don't even know if he wanted me to get into coaching. It's one of the reasons why he wanted me to go to Holy Cross so bad, is he wanted me to get into finance or some type of business or something. But honestly, he just let me be around all the time as a kid. I was always at practices, hanging out in the locker room after games. I was fortunate to go to a lot of development camps with the Sharks when he was coaching in that organization. I don't think he did it like intentionally. I was just always around, just like when you're around your parents. And it was always hockey, just staying up late, watching games, especially living on the East Coast. Sharks games usually start like 10:30, so we always just hanging out, watching hockey and talking about hockey. He never pushed me to get into it at all. It's something that I was always drawn to doing. I had looked at some real world jobs, and it wasn't for me. And definitely helps when you kind of get a foot in the door, having your dad who he is. But overall, like, he didn't push me to do anything. And I think that we're different people too, in a sense that, like, he is super laid back California guy, definitely a player's coach, and you can ask Graham about him. Like, I can be a little more analytical, maybe even too analytical at times, but I definitely try and keep his laid back attitude as much as I can. That's probably my biggest takeaway from him, and about having relationships with the players and getting off the computer screen when we can.
Yeah, talking about your coaching style, if you could describe it in one word, what would it be and why?
I don't know if it might be a dig at myself, but probably analytical, just because it's what I got my master's in. And I do think that the game can be broken down to a degree, but one word's probably not fair, because I do know that there are nuances, and it's a constantly changing game. Like, it's not baseball where everything is preset for each pitch, or football where it's preset for each snap. So I do think I lean more on the analytical side of things, but I think I have good relationships with players as well. Being a little bit younger right now, and having kids running around, like, I do think I can relate to the players in a sense too.
Yeah, you've spoken about your wife and kids. How have they impacted you in your career, and how big of a support are they?
I mean, it's everything. Like, it's the biggest reason why I took the job, is so that I could be around them more on the day-to-day basis. So no, I just think it's awesome. Like, I have a 21-month-old and a 5-month-old, and I look forward to getting out of here whenever I can, and getting home from recruiting trips as fast as I can, just to spend time with them. And yeah, my wife, like I think most coaches and players say, is the real hero of the family. She has some late nights with 2 toddlers on her own a lot when I'm out recruiting and when we have road trips. So I try and spend as much time as I can with them, because they're the best. It's awesome to be around them.
Are your kids playing hockey yet?
Not yet. So the older one, he turns 2 in December. He's been on the ice just kind of wheeling around with me a little bit, but he hasn't put skates on. So maybe around Christmas time this year, we'll see if he wants to get out there and walk around or something.
So we have some fun questions to end it off.
Perfect.
So we'll go kind of rapid fire here. Go-to restaurant in Connecticut?
We haven't gotten out a lot yet. We've gone to Dockside and Milford a couple times. That's one right now.
What does an off day look like for Castan Sommer?
All about the kids all day. So we live in Milford. We're usually going to the beach every day, try and walk in our downtown, like, Walnut Beach area as much as we can. maybe grab a coffee down there, walk along the beach, spend time at the park with the kids, hanging out with the kids at the house. It's all about what they want to do and keeping them entertained as much as possible. But usually, rain or shine, we're at the beach at some point during the day for a little bit.
On your drive to the rink for a game day, what music is playing?
Probably a podcast, or I'm getting phone calls in. I got a nice 30-minute drive. It's perfect for 1 or 2 phone calls, and then I've usually got like 32 Thoughts podcast on if I'm not making phone calls.
And we'll close it off. What is the last TV show you binge watched?
We are currently watching Wayward on Netflix right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen that. It is good.
Yeah.
It is good. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me anytime. Yeah.